Jahn Regensburg are back top of the pops over in the Bundesliga number 2, as of course they picked up a cheeky little result over this past weekend. But who's breathing down the necks and who is in trouble already as we enter the next round of matches over in the Bundesliga 2? Let's get into it next. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction video today. We look forward to match number 9. That's right, over in the Zweite Bundesliga. And we'll get to that in just one second. If you're new, where you been, smash your subscribe and get your bang out today with all things Bundesliga 2 related, Lap and Rose related, world football related. We got it all here, boys. Under was Ruski's getting quite tight at the top of the table, with, of course, 3 points separate the top 5 sides, I think. And, of course, we've got some big names in the mix. And, of course, big names are in trouble already over the Zweite Bundesliga. We'll take a look at that more in just a second. A big shout out to my VRPs. I'm talking about my Patreons. And if you want to support the channel in a way and become another best mate for life, check out the links down below, patreon.com/Rosies. But anyway, we've got a lot to talk about today because we're going to announce the predictors of the month, or predictor, who we will see. But of course, let's recap the games that took place this past weekend. So here we go then. Heidenheim against Darmstadt, and there was a 2-1 win for Heidenheim as they move up to 3rd in the bloody table. Jahn Regensburg picked up a 5-goal thriller over Erzgebirge Aue. Of course, they are the strugglers at the foot of the table, but of course, Jahn Regensburg go top of the pops by a point at the moment. Karlsruher suffered a defeat to St. Pauli, who moved up to 2nd. That was a bit of a mid-table, top of the table crunch clash there. And of course, St. Pauli coming out top with a 3-1 win. Actually went with a 3-1 win the other way. Ingolstadt lost to Düsseldorf, who themselves not at the great start this season. Only, where are they actually? I can't even see them in the bloody table. They're a mystery. They're a mystery. There they are. They're in 10th right now. Ingolstadt all the way down the second from bottom of them in the relegation zone. Paderborn against Holstein. Kiel, big win for Holstein. Kiel moved up to 14th. St. Pauli, not St. Pauli, of course, Paderborn, about a total down a 4th for them this weekend. Of course, Hansa Rostock against Schalke, 2-0 win for Schalke, up to 8th right now. Meanwhile, Hamburger SV, they played Nürnberg, 2-2 in the end. Nürnberg into 5th. Hamburger SV, they're down to 7th right now. Hannover 96 2-1 loss to Sandhausen. A bit of a shocker there. Sandhausen up to 16th now with that W. Hannover, of course, not in the greatest bit of form themselves. Where are they in the table? I'm trying to find. They're in 13th right now. And they're 4th, finally at the bottom there. Bit of a banger here. 3-0 for Dynamo Dresden. That's right. 6th spot for them. Werder, Bremen are in 11th. Not the greatest form for them. But anyway, that's, of course, last week. How many did I get there? Let's take a little look at it. I've got myself 1, 2, 3. Got myself 3. Pretty terrible, really. Jahn Regensburg are top of the pops at the moment, of course, with played 8 so far, 17 points on the board. St. Pauli is 2nd, Heidenheim are 3rd, Paderborn and Nürnberg are there in the chasing pack. Then Erzgebirge Aue at the bottom, Ingolstadt as well, and then SV Sandhausen and Hansa Rostock. Let's take a look at the prediction league for this week and this week alone. 3 would have got me 7th, joint 7th there, but of course Winky got himself 6 on the bounce. Of course, that's for this week and this week alone. Give him a crown for that. How about the prediction king at the moment over in the Zweite Bundesliga is Nadik M with 32 points on the board. But we are entering or exiting the month of September into the month of October, and that means we're going to announce the predictor of the month for the Zweite Bundesliga. Now let's talk a little bit about the predictor of the month, just in case you missed it. The winner gets the winner of the predictor of the month. It might be multiple winners. It could be it could be a previous winner who won in August. But of course, the winner of the predictor of the month gets a Willy Wonka style golden ticket into a grand prize draw at the end of the season. Now, of course, you can win multiple ones, and there can be multiple winners of the month. Of course, the grand prize at the end of the season is most likely to be a t-shirt or a $10 Amazon gift card, something like that. But you've got to be in it to win it. So, of course, now we're entering a brand new month, which means you can get involved in, of course, a brand new shot at getting yourself a Willy Wonka golden style ticket for a prize draw at the end of it. So, the Willy Wonka prize winner goes to, of course, predictor of the month. It is Nadik M. Well done to you. Is it just Nadik M? I think it is just Nadik M. He joins Carl McGuckin in the draw at the end of the season. One of those two guys at the moment is going to win themselves an Amazon gift card, I think, or a t-shirt or something along those lines, or maybe a bit of paper that I find lying around, of course, or maybe a pen. Not this one because this looks gold, but of course that's to look forward to, and we'll talk more about it as the season progresses. But that's the state of play in the prediction league at the moment. But of course we've got a whole round of matches to look forward to. So get involved using the code or the URL Cutley/Bundesliga 2. That's right. So let's get into it. Of course, take a look at the next round of matches, which is match day number 9. Alrighty then, kicking us all off this weekend will be Werder Bremen taking on Heidenheim. That's right, these two sides played the 4 times since 2011. Just one win for Werder Bremen, one win for Heidenheim, and 2 draws. Biggest win for Bremen, 4-1 win. The biggest win in their way was a 2-1 win. Bremen coming to this back-to-back defeats for them. Meanwhile, Heidenheim 4 wins on the bounce, or scrap that 3 wins on the bounce. Just 1 defeat the past 6 games. Of course, Bremen's biggest win over Heidenheim, 4-1 win. The biggest win in their way was a 2-1 win. Of course, last time played over in Bremen was back in July 2020 Bundesliga relegation promotion playoffs. I think Bremen won overall on that, but they did draw 0-0 over in Bremen. Of course, Bremen did lose to Dresden last time around. Heidenheim picked up a win against Darmstadt. Odds on this one, 20-19 on is your Werder Bremen. They are your favourites, 30-5 is your draw, 30-5 is your way in. That's Heidenheim on this one. Going to go with Bremen on this one. The form doesn't show it, but of course, you got the cream should rise to the top, and of course, eventually Bremen have to click into top gear to get themselves moving in the right direction. Next, of course, we have Schalke taking on Ingolstadt. Of course, these two sides. Especially the 4 times in 2015, 1 win apiece and 2 draws. Biggest win. The only win for Schalke was a 1-0 win. The biggest win there is a 3-0 win. Schalke committed just 1 defeat in the past 4 games. Meanwhile, Ingolstadt 3 defeats on the bounce, just 1 win in 6. Of course, last time played over in Schalke was a 1-0 win for Schalke. That was back in January 2017. Excuse me. That was in the Bundesliga. That must have been before my time here. Of course, Schalke committed on the back of that win over Rostock. Meanwhile, Ingolstadt committed on the back of that loss against Düsseldorf. Odds on this one, we have Schalke 50-8 on for the victory, 3-1 is your draw, 5-1 is your long. So that's Ingolstadt on this. Going to go with a win for Schalke as well. Sticking with the big boys in the opening couple of games. Next up, well, of course, Holstein Kiel taking on Hansa Rostock. Bit of a strugglers. These two side played 11 times in 2008, 5 wins for Kiel, 2 for Rostock, and 4 draws. Biggest win for Holstein Kiel, 4-0 win. The biggest win there is a 2-0 win. Of course, heading into this one, Holstein Kiel just 1 defeat the past 5 for them. Meanwhile, just 1 win in 6 for Hansa Rostock. Of course, last time played in Kiel. In competitive action was in the Dritte Bundesliga. That's right. Back in May 2017, it was a 2-1 win for Kiel. Let's take a little look at the situation in the table. Kiel are in 14th, Rostock are in 15th. Both around about 7 points, something about that. Of course, heading into this one, Kiel did lose to, actually did beat Paderborn. Rostock did lose to Schalke on this one. Odds on this one, we have Holstein Kiel, even Stevens, 13-5 is your Rostock, 5-2 is your draw. Going to go with a draw myself, can't separate 2 sides. Can you? Make sure you get picks in down below. Düsseldorf will entertain Paderborn, that's right, this coming weekend on Saturday, October. Fighter. Played each other 21 times in the past since 2004. 4 wins for Düsseldorf, 9 for Paderborn, and we've got 8 draws. Biggest win for Düsseldorf, a 3-0 win. The biggest win in their way was a 6-1 win. Düsseldorf unbeaten the last 4. In fact, just 1 defeat past 6 for them. Meanwhile, Paderborn just 1 win in 3. Last time played each other in Düsseldorf was the 2-1 win for Düsseldorf in the Zweite Bundesliga back in January 2021. Düsseldorf did beat Ingolstadt last time around. Meanwhile, Paderborn did lose to Kiel. Odds on this one, 11-10 is your Düsseldorf, 5-2 is your draw, 23-10 is your Paderborn on this. What have I got on this? Going to go with a win for Paderborn on the road. Form is shit, but they need a result, and I think they're going to get the result this weekend. St. Pauli want to entertain Dynamo Dresden on this one. Of course, some big-time ultras here. These two sides played 18 times in 2003, 6 wins apiece and 6 draws. It's the mark of the beast. That's right. Of course, the biggest win for St. Pauli, 3-1 win. The biggest win in the way, 3-0 win. St. Pauli just 1 defeat past 4 games. Meanwhile, Dresden just 1 win in 4 for them, both in contrasting forms. Heading into this last played in St. Pauli was a 0-0 draw back in February 2020. That was in the Zweite Bundesliga. Of course, St. Pauli beat Karlsruher last round. Dresden did beat Bremen, so we'll give you that. As for the odds on this one, we have St. Pauli 6-5 on for the victory, 3-1 is your Dresden, 11-4 is your draw. Going to go with a win for nobody, 2-2 right down the middle. Point split, everybody should get a point in the end. Nürnberg will take on Hannover 96. That's on Saturday, October the Zweite. Played 37 times since 1994, 12 wins for Nürnberg, 16 wins for Hannover, and 9 draws. Of course, Hannover come into this just 1 defeat in the past 4 games. Meanwhile, Nürnberg unbeaten in 6, picking up 3 wins and 3 draws to boot. Of course, their biggest win over Hannover, 4-0 win. The biggest win the other way was a 5-2 win. Last time I played over in Nürnberg was a 5-2 win for Hannover. In fact, the home side hasn't won this game since 2019 when Hannover beat Nürnberg in the reverse fixture. Of course, Nürnberg did draw with Hamburg last time round. Hannover did lose to Sandhausen last time round. Look at the odds on this one. What do we have on this? We have 65 is your Nürnberg favourites, 11-5 is your way win. That's Hannover 96, and 12-5 is your draw. Going to go with a win for Nürnberg on this one. Another one in the bag, and of course move the bloody chains. Erzgebirge Aue will entertain. Who will they take? Hamburg this weekend over at the Erzgebirge Stadion. Played 6 times 2018. 3 wins for Hamburg, 1 for Erzgebirge Aue, and 2 draws. Biggest win for Erzgebirge, 3-0 win. The biggest win the other way was a 4-0 win. Erzgebirge Aue losing 5 of the bouts. Hamburg unbeaten the last 5 as well, picking up 2 wins and 3 draws to boot. Last time played in Erzgebirge Stadion was a 3-3 draw back in February 2021. The away side hasn't won this game since Hamburg beat Erzgebirge Aue back in 2018, so the home side will have a bit of a spring in their step. Of course, Erzgebirge Aue did narrowly lose to the top top of the table, Jahn Regensburg, of course, that's the round. Meanwhile, Hamburg did pick up a draw against Nürnberg, 2-2 in the end. Odds on this one, as a big outfit, 1 for the victory, 13-8 on is your Hamburg. The only red hot favourites, 3-1 is your draw. Going to go with a 3-1 for Hamburger SV on this one. Unfortunately, another defeat for Erzgebirge Aue as they tumble towards the 3rd division already. Next, of course, Jahn Regensburg. They're going to be taking on Karlsruher. Again, bit of a top of the table crunch clash. These two sides play each other 9 times, 2003. 3 wins to Jahn Regensburg, 2 for Karlsruher, and 4 draws. Big swing for Regensburg. 3-0 win. The big swing away. 4-1 win. Regensburg just 1 defeat in the past 6. Meanwhile, Karlsruher just 1 win in the past 6. A lot of draws knocking around for both of the two sides. Last time in the area, Regensburg was a 1-0 win for Regensburg. That's back in October 2020. The away side hasn't won this game in a long time in competitive action since Regensburg beat Karlsruhe in 2003. Of course, Karlsruhe did lose to St. Pauli last weekend. Of course, Jahn Regensburg did beat Erzgebirge Aue last time around. I'm going to go with the odds on this one. 30-10 is your Regensburg, 21-10 is your away win, 23-10 is your draw. I'm going to go with a 2-0 win for Regensburg. Of course, they are top and they'll be top no matter what. And then finally, we have Sandhausen. They're going to be taking on Darmstadt this Sonntag, October the 3rd. 14 times they played each other since 2011. 4 wins for Sandhausen, 6 for Darmstadt, and 4 draws. Big win for Sandhausen, 2-0 win. The big win in the way, 4-1 win. Sandhausen just 1 win and 4. Meanwhile, Darmstadt with 2 wins and 2 defeats in the past 4 games. Last time I played in Sandhausen was a 3-2 win for Sandhausen back in September 2020. Sandhausen come to back of that win over Hannover. Meanwhile, Darmstadt come to back of that loss over Heidenheim. Of course, the bookies odds on this one. What do we have? We have 21-10 is your Sandhausen, 65 is your Darmstadt, 5-2 is your draw. I've gone with the draw on this one, 1-1 right down the middle. Who do you think? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. And of course, get picks in using the savvy code. That's right, Cutley 4-star Bundesliga SY. Will you be October's predictor of the month? You've got to get cracking. You've got to get into it right now to be in with a shout. Of course, it is free to enter. Of course, make sure to check out the links as well down below. Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and of course, Patreon if you want to support the channel. In a way, that's the best place to do it. But until then, I'll see you soon. Until then, we are done.